Even after all this time, Bryan Singer has proven once again why he is the king of team superhero films. What's up again, guys? Brian here at 3TR, and I just got back from seeing X-Men Days of Futures Past, and I have to tell you, I have so much to say about this film. But to keep things organized, in terms of the overall plot, this pretty much somewhat takes elements from the Days of Futures Past storyline, in which the future has been completely overrun with Sentinels. They are going around hunting down mutants and pretty much eradicating the entire species of mutants and humans. And there's a small faction of mutants, and they're pretty much down to their last numbers. This is it. We are running out of time. So what Professor Xavier decides is he wants Kitty Pryde to send Wolverine's consciousness back to the past to warn the younger Professor Xavier about what's going to happen and exactly what is going to cause these Sentinels to be built. And hopefully, if Wolverine can convince Professor Xavier to help him and stop this threat, then the future will change and maybe everyone will be alright. That's really all I want to say in terms of plot, because this was such an amazing film in every element of film production quality. The cast all around were really great. Hugh Jackman, that was one of the big things I was worried about. I was worried that this movie was really going to focus on him, and I was actually surprised that, from my point of view, he really wasn't the main focal point. He really was more used as a device to keep the plot going. And I liked that about that, because it solidified that although technically Wolverine is the most popular character, he can be used in somewhat of a supporting role for a much bigger story. And I thought they did that really well. We also have James McAvoy and Michael Fassbender playing the young Professor Xavier and Magneto. And each time they have screen time together, truly great sequences, really great acting from both of them. These guys play off each other incredibly well. They don't have as much screen time together as they did in, say, X-Men First Class, but what time they did have together was awesome. To see also Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen come back as the older Professor Xavier and Magneto, those scenes were very well handled too. And even Jennifer Lawrence playing now a kind of much more present version of Mystique was something I wasn't expecting. I never really considered Mystique to be a very important character, and I thought that maybe they were just going to give Jennifer Lawrence a lot of screen time because she was so popular, but they actually were able to work her character and show why Mystique is a key player in this X-Men storyline, and I liked that. And although there were a number of other characters which, for the most part, they're there just to be in one or two action scenes, or most of them are just there to get killed off, they do have their moment to shine. But I have to tell you that the man that really steals the show of this film is Evan Peters as Quicksilver. A lot of people really hating on his look, but I'm telling you guys right now, if you have not seen this film yet and you hate his look, see this film and hopefully you will feel the same way I did, because there is one action sequence in this film involving kind of a prison breakout. It is the scene of the movie. I have not seen a sequence done this well. It's this interesting, probably since the rotating room sequence in Inception. I would like to see a video explaining how they shot this, because it is just so well done. It is so beautifully shot, and even kind of the background music I thought made it even more enjoyable. The action scenes also in this film are very well handled and directed. They're definitely two different qualities. You have action scenes kind of in the present, or in the past technically, and then you have action scenes in the future. And I have to tell you, the Sentinels that they have in the future are terrifying. I mean, I thought that the X-Men were going to have maybe some difficulty taking down these Sentinels, but these Sentinels are like damn near impossible to kill, and they are frightening. It is like taking a machine that has its own self-thinking AI and giving it the body of the T-1000 from Terminator 2. I mean, these things are just so unkillable. and they come in these massive numbers, and it is terrifying because you're going to ask yourself, like, how many mutants are we going to lose? Who is going to make it at the end? And that is the thing that this as a team film was able to do from beginning to end, and that was keep me at the edge of my seat and give me a level of suspense I have never felt in a team film. Now, what I'm going to say might be a little bit controversial, but I'm going to say it anyway, and trust me, I've taken a good amount of time to think about this statement. Whedon and Snyder with Justice League and Avengers Age of Ultron might be fun films, but I'm convinced at this point in time, I don't think they're going to be as good as this. I know that's going to be that's a major statement, but it's just something about those films and what type of threat they're going to bring that just I don't think will match up to this, because how they're able to bring past elements and future elements and tell a very cohesive story to the point where you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what direction it's going to go. You don't know how direction the story is going to go. You don't know what certain characters are going to do. It's that level of just unimaginative storytelling direction that I don't think those films are going to have. And that is why, as a team film, this really did push the bar for me and really make me enjoy the X-Men better than I've ever done before. This is my brand new favorite X-Men film of all time, and this is my favorite team film of all time. And I think the end credit scene was pretty phenomenal, and I'm even more pumped up to see X-Men Apocalypse. Now, if I have to give this film a rating, it's going to have to be a rating that stands alone to really explain to you guys how much I enjoyed this film. This film, for me, is not just an A+. It is an A++, because I'm going to go back and see this at least 2 or 3 more times. That is just how awesome it is. You guys really need to see this. Hopefully you enjoyed as much as I do. And if you like this video, feel free to like, comment down below, and please subscribe to keep track of me in my future episodes and people's questions. And if you've already seen the film, please tell me your guys' thoughts. Were there certain things about it that you didn't like? Or did you guys enjoy the film as much as I did? Let me know down below. And like always, thank you guys for watching. You're awesome, and I will see you next time.